Hey, Tiny, have you ever heard of the mathematician that's scared of negative numbers? Well, no, Miss Vaughn, I never have. Well, he'll stop at nothing to avoid them. Get it? Like he stops at 0 to avoid them? Yeah. Well, Tiny didn't feel that. It was very funny. So, we might as well get started on the lesson. Today, we're going to start talking about one-step equations. And we're just going to talk about adding and subtracting. Shouldn't be too hard. So for the first one, I have x plus 3 equals negative 9. So the goal of equations is to get x by itself. I want to see what x equals. So in order to get by x by itself here, the opposite of adding, or the inverse operation of adding, would be subtracting. So I need to subtract 3 from both sides. So I'm going to have x plus 3 minus 3. Whatever I do to one side, I also have to do the other. So then I'm going to have negative 9 minus 3. Fancy. So then 3 minus 3 right here is going to give me 0. So I'm going to have x left on this side equals negative 9 plus negative 3. If I keep change, those are going to be the same signs. So then I'm going to add. So 9 plus 3 is 12. And then my sign is going to be negative because the signs are the same. And so x would equal negative 12. All right. For the next one, I have negative 7 plus x equals negative 2. All right, again, goal is to get x by itself. If I have a negative 7, the way I'd get rid of a negative 7 would be a positive 7. So I'm going to add 7 to both sides. So I'm going to have negative 7 plus x equals negative 2. Since I added 7 to this side, I also have to add 7 to this side. So plus 7. So these two are going to cancel out. It's going to leave me x on this side equals negative 2 plus 7 is going to give me a 5 because they're different signs and I have to subtract. There's my answer. Wow, that was a bad circle. All right. X minus 3 equals 12. If it helps, since we're seeing subtraction, you can keep change. So if I have x plus a negative 3 equals 12, well, how do I get rid of a negative 3? Oh, well, I'd use a positive 3, which would be like adding 3. So I'm going to have x plus a negative 3 plus 3 equals 12. Since we added 3 to this side, we also have to add 3 to the other side. So then that would leave me with x equals 15. If it is easier for you and you see let me rewrite it over here. If I see that x minus 3 equals 12, and you're just like, oh, okay, well, the inverse operation of subtraction is addition. So I'm going to have x minus 3 plus 3 equals 12 plus 3. And I have to be left with x equals 15. If you notice, you're getting the same answer either way. If it helps to keep change so you can see that that's negative, please do that. If you can see it just right away over here that you need to add, then you can do that. Up to you. Do what you need. All right, and of course, Miss Hannah, to be silly and throw in a decimal. So here it is going to be no different since I have x plus 2.1 equals a negative 3.4. In order to get rid of a positive 2.1, I'm going to subtract 2.1. So I'm going to have x plus 2.1 minus 2.1 equals negative 3.4 minus 2. What is not a point over here? Just decimal point there. 2.1. All right. So on this side over here, these are going to cancel out and be left with x. On this side over here, I'm going to keep change. And they're the same sign, so I'm going to add. So I'm just going to go over here. We'll do it in green. I'm going to do 3.4 plus 2.1. I know 4 plus 1 is 5. Carry down my decimal, and 3 plus 2 is 5. Oops, let me go back to red. So I have 5.5, and my signs are negative, so the sign's going to stay the same, so it's still going to be negative. Tiny and I appreciate you watching. Have a great day.